Yeah. Hi everyone. My name is Phyllis from Infinite You. Um, it's a pleasure and an honour to be asked by the beautiful Gregoria G to share some parts or aspects of myself, my work, and my message for beautiful Elohim. It's a real privilege and a real honour. So, firstly, I would like to start by acknowledging all the other healers, all the other practitioners, all the other energy workers, earth medicine people, star medicine, all of us. And I just would like to say thank you for showing up, turning up. Thank you for your beautiful message. And may each and every one of us sort of share our light out to ourselves first and foremost, the people around us, our greater families, and our extended families in infinite time and space. So just want to say thank you. I'm Phyllis from Infinite You. I created Infinite You back in 2008. So I'm turning 50 this year, so it's almost been almost 2 decades since I embarked upon more of a deeper spiritual journey. And I have, I'm a mother of two children who are 25 and 24, who are both pregnant, and I'm going to be a grandma this year. So that's an exciting personal news on for me, in my life. And we really can't separate who we are as individuals on our own personal quest, and also the work we do and how that affects us, because everything always comes back down to the home, and that's where I started. So back in 2008, I launched Infinite You, which was really about creating positive spaces. I had come out of a divorce in 2002, and I really had questioned, we were in the building industry at the time, and I really questioned sort of, are we creating spaces that are nourishing us? Are we creating spaces that are harmonious to ourselves as individuals in our work careers, and also our children, and how do these spaces affect us? And that was where I began my work with Feng Shui, with consulting, with energy work, after I'd learnt from Master Feng and other masters. So that's going back a long time, and I guess I begun from the outside, as most people, there's always a catalyst in their personal life that sort of triggers them to look deeper within themselves. And for me, the catalyst was my, relationship ending, and having to look at, could the things around me, financial stresses, could the space around me, could the things that we're doing have changed that? What if I understood more things? Could that have changed the outcome? So it was a huge personal quest, and then from there, I learned so much that I really wanted to share that with everybody. And I started to do beautiful blends, beautiful sprays, all of essential oils. So I started to work with scent, and recognize how important the power of scent was, and how it quickly and very instantaneously changed our aura and our personal field, and how we felt. And so that's been my love journey. It's been my love journey from the beginning till now. And I am talking a little bit quietly because I have a little bit of a sore throat here, so I apologize for that. And those that know me know that I'm quite loud. You can have a look at my profile. Energy Express is my online shop, and Infinite You Creations on my Instagram. You'll hear me. I do Sunday spaces every second Sunday now, and share just information about my work. So going back, I think scent was really important to uplift us in that instant moment. So it was about being able to, I remember, going back 2 decades, being able to work with nature to transform us instantaneously, and that has not changed. So I was really blessed to meet Jean, a Rainbow Eagle woman. She was my mentor, and she's passed. It's been almost a decade now. So I guess when I'm sharing today, I'm sharing from, I have to remember to go back into the past, to the things that I knew, to back to the current now. And because it's been such a long time, there's vast learnings, vast masters that have crossed my path, lots of teachers, lots of people that have been able to impart their wisdom and knowledge onto me, and I was always so grateful, and that's why I'm here now. And I'm so grateful to Gregoria, I'm so grateful to Elohim, her beautiful heart-centered work that's yet to blossom and evolve. But the message is very much about how we continue to sort of rise up, and up and out of, things that are holding us down. And so that always begins with the self. So yes, I guess I'll sort of tap onto more of those things, but just wanted to quickly take you through a bit of a journey today as to who I am, how I got to be here. That's really important. I feel that as practitioners, we all begin somewhere, and there's that level of pain or something that's triggered us to go deeper into ourselves, and then from there we transform, we learn, we heal, we grow, and it's this this constant cycle that's what we're doing. We're always learning and sharing. So it's a beautiful thing to be able to, for me to stand here and talk and share of who I am, who I was, who I am today, and where I would like to move to as well, as we're always growing and changing. So I began my work with consulting the spaces first and foremost, and identifying if we create changes in the space, then the space affects us. And also if we change, then we affect the space. So it's this two-way bridge that I could feel and I could see that has shaped my work. So from there I led to learning about crystals and essential oils and nature, herbs and medicines. And one of the things I would like to sort of stop myself and take a second to acknowledge is feelings. It's very, very important for us to be able to feel what it is that we're working with, to really hone in on that, not just to be able to smell it or see it, but to feel it. And my mentor, Jean, would make me hold a medicine, and she would say to me, well, what does it feel? And at first I was kind of really hesitant, but then I said, I'm touching my hands. I learned to sort of use the power and the energy of my hands to tap into that and to feel it. And that was a great gift that she left me. I'm so grateful for meeting her, because I could cry, right? She did shape me. And this is what great mentors do. And this is what great people do in our life. They sort of come in and they sort of go, hey, it's wonderful what you're doing. Have you thought about this? Or have you touched onto that? And so I feel like all of us here, as I'm sharing my message and everybody else is sharing their message, we are like a big jigsaw puzzle, that this person has that to offer and that person has that to offer. And then together it becomes more whole and more unity. And I feel that's it has shaped my work. So from working with the scents to uplift us, to natural herbs and how do they feel. But most importantly, once you've taken it or you've smelt it, how does that make your body feel? What changes took place within you, yourself, your space, people around you. It's huge. And painting, I also was painting. I might just quickly share some of my pieces with you all. So started to do some beautiful colours. I'm wearing colour today, some beautiful pieces of artwork that, I'm really humbled to have crossed paths with so many people, channeling in, tuning into the client, tuning into their energy, and how do you get there? For starters, I feel like you must meet yourself there if you wish to do sort of further work. So I feel like each and every one of us, we have these beautiful gifts to offer, but yet it's almost like stopping and not looking outside you, but looking inside you and cultivating that within yourself before you offer it to someone else. So if anything, that would be my message today, moving forward, because I've been doing this work for such a long time. It's you yourself. There's a lot of things, a lot of discipline, a lot of training along the way that you need to cultivate in order to sort of tap into the deeper truths of yourself, and then offer that as a service or a product or whatever it is that you're doing, and to help people, all for no money at all. Some beautiful people do a lot of work, and that's not how they earn their money, for example. That's a totally different topic, but I just wanted to touch on that. So I guess my work involved scent, it involved colour, it involved the manipulation of space, the area that we live in, our environments that we live in, and then how does that shape us. Also, not just internally in this space, whether it's work spaces or your home spaces, but also what's directly outside you. What trees are outside you? What have you got directly close to you that can be your teacher, can be your ally? So Gregoria, I believe, wanted me to share more on earth medicine, which is my baby. So grateful. I'm going to pick up the camera and I would like to take you over to my earth medicine, my medicine woman that I painted. I painted the elements, so they were always going to be my teachers. I do have an angel. I do have my medicine woman, and to my right I do have my mermaid as well, so water. So working with the elements and how they feel and how they help us in our personal life, our personal path, our personal evolution. And as you know, when we are uplifted and we feel good and connected to ourselves, then that ripples out into our spaces. So we go back to the original task for me personally, which was, hang on a minute, how does this affect me? You know, does it affect me? How can I change it? How can I shift it? So because we're always wanting to move, I call it like from one state to the next, we're wanting to grow. We're wanting to move from this state to the next. And then it's almost like now, of course, I feel like I'm turning 50, so I'm turning 50. So I feel like being more seasoned within my work, then it feels it's not so much jumping from one state to the other, but very much centered, but understanding the states, you know. So I have written something called The Flow, which I just bent down to pick up. The Flow, the School of Flow, the flow and the formula over here was something that I was really pulled to work towards last year, and I spent quite a bit of time putting this together. So I want to go through some aspects of the flow and the formula here with you today, because I want you to understand a little bit more about me and my work and what makes me me. So before I do that, I want to take you back to my, show you the art pieces. And I'm just going to take you along. Sorry, you'll see my face just a little bit until we go along. Here she is. Okay, so that is my medicine woman. I'm just going to point with my hands. So, do you know, it's like, that's a piece of copper. Over here is a piece of red garnet with a shell. So I guess your medicine is here. You are the medicine, is the message of my beautiful medicine woman. I can't reach up because she's high up on the wall. And she's a stunning piece of work. Sorry, there we go. Stunning piece of work. So I just wanted to share that with you. That's my, my earth medicine. I'll take you over here so you can see my my beautiful angel. So he's there right in front of me as well. Beautiful piece of work. So this is my crystal art creations, okay? And over here, I'll just point it across and hopefully you can see my beautiful water feature. She's been painted, well, it's painted on glass. And right next to her is my mermaid. So I just wanted to spend, this is one part of my studio. I'm really grateful to have different spaces, again, that I created for different parts of my work. So I feel it's really important for you to know who you are and what you need in your world, what you require. I require to have a spot like this where I can sit, relax, do my meditation, see clients for signature scents, for people that would like to connect with me more and have something made for themselves. This is my quiet zone, apart from my blending or my painting. So, different spaces for different parts of our work. So here we are. And Elohim is about to be launched, and a huge congratulations to G. I'm so excited for you. It's really special. I feel really honoured to be part of this project as well, and to share the deeper truths. It's really deep, it's really raw, and that's something that's so needed as well. We need to sort of come together as the people that we are and come back down to the truth, and the truth deep within the soil, and I like to tell people, let's go back to scent. That's where scent comes from. Before it became an oil, what was it? It was just on a tree, right? Before, but did you pick it up to smell it? We're so quick to sort of buy things, but did you sort of come back and go, what have I got around me? If you yourself right now step outside your home and have a look and see what are the plants that are around you, what are the herbs that are around you, what do your neighbours have, what's in your garden, what have you got around you? So where I live, I've got lots of eucalyptus trees, pine trees. I've got jasmine. I've got herbs growing in my garden. They're important. They're important for you to be able to then take and harness and, you know, go pick some leaves and use that as your smudge stick and burn, create, sort of like bringing nature into your home, you know. That's also another big part of my work. Have a look at what's around you, bring it into your space in order to change and shift the energy of your home. It's massive. So let me go into the flow. All right. Let me go into the flow. So that's the School of Flow that I launched, and I feel like it's my legacy for my grandchildren who will be here in a few months. And I'm so honoured and so grateful. So I can share parts of my work, but it's also here, and even in me recording this, for example, for Gregoria, there's my sort of my voice and my message as well. So in the flow and the formula, what I wanted to share today was pretty much my techniques and what was it that I, you know, how did I change? So we're all somewhere, right? And we would like to get somewhere else, whether you have an illness, whether you're going through something dark, whether there's things around you that you don't like. We are not, you know, I always say, bring it back home, bring it back home. Yes, there are things around us that we don't see currently happening around the world. How much of that can you control? So I always like to say, bring it back home to you. Where's your flow? What's happening in your body? Where's, bring it back home into yourself first and foremost. Heal, clear, you know, process, alchemize, take sort of heal, understand it. And then from there on, you'll be able to, like a ripple effect, your energy, because Jean always said, my beautiful mentor, she always said, teach from your energy. Teach from who you are. So therefore, how can, you know, me being me change and affect somebody else? So all too often, you know, we're looking for other things outside of us when it's like maybe we do have the key within us, right? Have you done the work, you know? And so I could stand here confidently say to you, over the last 2 decades, I've done a lot of work, you know, and it's also choices and how much more work do I wish to do? Do I need to do them? Do I have the energy to invest in it, or what is it that I wish to do, you know? So, and these are the questions that I ask myself all the time. So with the flow and the formula, I wrote down a few things that, I mean, we're hitting 17 minutes and recording now. Probably like to spend another 10 minutes. I don't really feel like I want it to be too long, but I would like to just sort of share. You've seen some of my paintings. These are some big pieces. I do have some small pieces. There's one behind me. There's one on the floor. Yes, there's beautiful messages that come through that sort of pour out of me into the art. There's beautiful messages that pour out of me when I'm blending for people. I've been fortunate enough to blend for some beautiful corporate clients. I treat everybody equal. It doesn't matter who they are. I also like to be a little bit private about some of the work that I do as well, to respect the energy. And even with my art, I have 4 folders filled with paintings over the last 10 years. And I'm so grateful, from small pieces to 2-meter paintings. But the purpose and the intention of them is always to change the space. It's always to uplift, inspire. I feel that if we live within that flow of energy, then we are more likely to attract these higher vibrations, more positive feelings, more balance, more harmony, more health to us than if we are living and working in spaces that aren't really harmonious. There's also a lot of learning as well. And I just want to take it back to my sprays. When I started making sprays 2008, it was because I was actually consulting in spaces and I was telling people, listen, I would like you to introduce this color, for example. We need more earth energy here, so we're going to introduce more of these yellows and oranges, okay, earth energy. Or we need to have these particular scents burning in the space. What I learned over the next few years, from 2006 to 2008, was that people weren't actually doing that. I learned that people can be quite lazy as well. And I also learned that people are quite busy and they've got time constraints, or even within their own thoughts about, yes, I want to do it, but they almost can't action that, right? So then I learned, okay, I felt that calling within myself, that was also my own path that I needed to go down. So I started with one spray, Energy Clearing. Has, is, and always will be our most popular blend. It is beautiful. And, you know, I think, oh God, maybe 40 now on my online shop, energyexpress.com.au. I have a lot of sprays, and also do a lot of work for other people. But what was the most key about that was the energy clearing spray. I know, and I learned how that really helped shift and change the space for people. So I almost lost my track of thought, but that's okay. I'm going to go on to the flow and the formula, and just again share with you some of the tools and things that I learned on my path, and then bring it back down to today, you know, who you are and what you can do. So again, we're going out of in and out of different spaces, and we have this wish, and we would like to go over here. For example, how do you get there? What are some of the things that you can do here on the ground floor? Some of the thoughts and practices are obviously key to, you know, understanding who you are. So get a pen and paper, write down who you are, where you would like to move to next, emotional, mental, physical, spiritual. So when I'm tuning in and working with people, I like to know, where are they emotionally, where are they spiritually, where are they physically, mentally. So, you know, locating them, finding aspects of them, and then working to, this would be your better sort of path, if you want to call it. This would be, you know, you can sort of head down this direction if you did this first, whether you worked physically or whether you need to change things mentally, or, you know, and just, it's always about small changes create bigger results, you know, but you've got to do the work. So affirmations and words are really, really important to how you speak to yourself, what you have around you. So I've just shown you a bit of my space, you know, and you can see I have my beautiful medicine woman. Does she inspire me? Yes, because I can look at her and I can think, oh my goodness, you know, I painted her about 5 years ago now. 5 years ago I painted her. So I can look at her and I think, oh my goodness, I put a heart out of that dissolving heart. It's like a sand. You may or may not have noticed. It's a sand. That forms, but it was very symbolic, because the heart opens and closes, right? We get healed, and then something happens and we close up again, and then we open up again. So it's such a huge part of Elohim, because Elohim is very much about opening and expanding our hearts, our minds, and lifting things off us, and you know, being more lighter, being more joyous, being more happy. So, you know, they teach me as well, even though I painted them. They inspire me, you know. Then my angel, I can look at my angel and I can see different aspects to, you know, what is it that I did there? There's his beautiful heart with a beautiful crystal, you know. Everything is symbolic. My mermaid, the water energy, and what she means to me. So I surround myself with certain things because that's who I am. Now, prior to this, you know, like I shared in my one of my earlier books, I did write my story, 2014. Strip Yourself Naked is what the book is called. And I shared my story with 8 other beautiful, inspirational people. And there I shared that basically, you know, I used to have sticky notes around my walls about things I wanted to achieve. And so I learned the power of thinking, writing, all these things, and I encourage you to do the same as well. Seek out all the other practitioners that are here sharing their messages just like I am. And if there's something that resonates, then the Flow and the Formula is available as a 45-day journal, where I ask you to almost write a contract for yourself that you're going to work through some of these things that I'm sharing in my book. So yeah, you're welcome to have a look at that. And I would like to ask you before, if there is anything on my site that you would like to purchase, if you can please let me know. If you can say, I listened to your recording, I would like to purchase this, and I'd be more than happy to give you a discount off something that I'm selling. But you need to let me know, because I'm not tech savvy. So it'll be very difficult for me to try to figure that out. But and I'm proud of that, because I stick with my lane, I stick with my work. So just let me know, and I'm happy to shoot across a discount for you. So colour, I'm wearing colour. That's a massive part of my work. We often don't realise that, you know, it's such a big and huge topic. What we wear and what infiltrates into our skin. Yes, I've got black underneath today, but I wear a lot of colour. That's just who I am. I love colour. I've always loved colour ever since I recognised what it was and recognise the power of it. So I would encourage you to have a look at, you know, when you get up in the morning, what are the colours that are around you? What are you wearing? Have you brought in some fresh flowers and things from outside you. What have you got that's surrounding yourself in your space? What are the colours that you gravitate towards? And it may be controversial, but I like to say maybe don't wear so much black. And thinking about my grandchildren being born, and thinking about some of the beautiful colours that they make the baby clothes in, and I'm yet to see black. It's almost like, well, they're too pure, aren't they? And it's like, well, what about us? Aren't we pure? Aren't we pure? Aren't we beautiful? So why are we wearing dark colours and attracting lightness to us? So very much have a look at what's around you, what you're wearing, what are the things that you gravitate towards, and then checking with yourself. What are the reasons? Does that help you flow, or does it inhibit your flow? And are you aware of this? So, a big part of the flow and the formula is, where is your flow? Where would you like to take it? Where is it now? How do you want to get there? So I've got movement. Movement is another big topic because I love Qigong, and Qigong saved me. Qigong will always save me. There probably is some masters there online teaching or sharing aspects of how important it is to move. And so I love to, it doesn't have to be anything big and dramatic. I love to just go outside and say, feet on the floor, ground, and just sort of come back home to myself. But you always need to know where is that home? How do you sort of come back into yourself? You'll feel it. And if you don't know, the more you practice that, the better you'll feel. So whatever movement means to you, I discuss different methods of movement in, in the flow and the formula. Your space, okay? We don't live alone. How do we maintain our own personal energies with the people that are around us? How do we navigate that, and so how do we change our own environments to then help us, individually grow or be better balanced, and then also the people that we live with, how do then we accept, their ways and how that affects us. It's a huge topic. So we're talking about, the energy of the earth that we live in, and how your personal imprint is in your home, and how then you carry that forward, and how then can you change that to affect you positively. Okay, nobody wants to go backwards. We don't necessarily want to go negative unless you're in a place where you need these situations, which is going to then propel you to grow. So I guess I'm mindful of where I'm sharing, because I'm mindful of everyone's path and their own personal evolution and where they stand. And that, I believe, to be able to do that it takes great courage, and it takes great understanding of people and their souls and their paths. So, and what I'm sharing today is who I am and how I got to be me, and I'm really happy about that, and I'm really proud about that, because I know what I've changed in my personal world, and then also how that change created the effects in me to inspire me to create my work, which then is spanning on to 2 decades now. My battery's going to go flat. Can you believe it? We're on 28 minutes. So I won't speak too much longer. Sharing your flow, whether you feel inspired to share your flow with other people. How do you share your flow? The foods that we flow, the foods to help you flow. What are you eating? How are you taking care of yourself? How important scents are. What are you spraying? What's around you? Try to go all natural. I'm a really big believer in the earth has given us so many beautiful fragrances, all natural. I distill as well. I've distilled my own beautiful oils, which I share with people in my classes. And I want people to smell. This is unaltered, hasn't been enhanced, hasn't been changed. Here's something that's fragrance, that's artificial. We don't want to go down that path of artificial fragrances. We need to really evolve and evolve with nature. So she's our greatest ally, and we're so grateful to have her. Crystals, massive topic. Can you feel it? Why are you wearing it? Does it do something for you? And I always say to people, please don't read it from a book. Please don't read what it smells like. Please don't read what the crystal is meant to make you feel. Close your eyes, tune in, hold it in your hands. How does it make you feel? Go outside, pick something from the garden, tear it, smell it. How does it make you feel? Stop, slow down. Even me with my voice today, because I decided, last week I said I So how good's that? It's because we're going into that winter season as I've recorded this, and it's meant to be. And like I said, you can see different aspects of me and my work in different recordings or different things I've shared. And it's a beautiful, I feel like it's almost it's meant to be that it is this way today, because we are talking about something so deep, rich, and in the soil. So everything comes from the earth. We should be so grateful. We should be more careful how we tread, show gratitude, try to work with the things that we have, quieten, go more inwards, and find your flow. And this is my flow and the formula. So grateful that I've had the opportunity to write it and share it. That's my message to me, to my children, my grandchildren. Because when I'm creating, I'm always creating for me first, right? If I'm inspired to make a scent. If I'm inspired from one blend to 40 or 50, but that inspiration comes to me first. So it comes to me, and then from myself, I've created it and I share it out with the world. And I feel like if we all do that, that's why my online shop's called Energy Express. If we all do that, find your energy, who you are, cultivate it, keep going, go. If you feel attracted to something, go learn, inquire. What have they got to offer? Take it. We've all got these little gifts that we can share to help, uplift people. So beautiful and so special. And I'm so lucky. That's my little altar behind me. All the little bottles I've done. Just want to share that one. SSS, Soul Sister Stories. Hand-painted little bottles. Oh my God. So many projects over the years. I'm so grateful. And my work continues, and may it continue, and may I be able to share who I am to help other people, and may those that have different knowledge and different understandings then help me. I always say it's like a ladder. I help someone helps me, and that's the way of the world. And so I'm so grateful to all the other practitioners for sharing your wisdom with all of us. And thank you to G, thank you to Elohim. I feel it's so deep that I can't really speak about it. I like to write about it, and then I like to create a beautiful scent, a beautiful oil to bring us the feelings that we need. So, yay! Thank you all so much. Congratulations, and may we all move, open up our hearts, expand, and be more one with ourselves, be more one with each other, be more one, and just, it grows. All my love. Bye.